Om Shri Padmatmani Namaham. Namaste devotees and Jai Sita Ram. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to our Sunday morning satsang. This beautiful August 28th, 2022. I don't know about you all, but at about midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning, a big thunderstorm rolled through, so I wasn't sure what the weather today was going to be like. But I'm glad today, here in Georgia at least, skies are clear, it's very sunny. A little warm. But as we prepare for our puja for today, devotees, I ask that we go ahead and clasp our hands and close our eyes. With your eyes closed, remove any thoughts, any negative connotations, any desires for material or physical attachments to this world. As you clear your mind of your thoughts, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, relax your spine, drop your shoulders, relax your neck, your forehead, relax your entire body. And at this time, devotees, focus on a form of Bhagwan that's most pleasing to you, one that helps you focus, one that helps you concentrate. And join together with me as we chant our opening prayers. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Ishavasyam Idam Sarvam Yat Kincha Jagatyam Juna Tena Tyaktina Bhunjitha Ma Krudha Khasya Swidhanam Om Sahana Avatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. We offer prayers to Prithvi Mata as we bless and sanctify the seat onto which we sit. Om Samudra Vasane Devi Parvatastane Mandite Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam Padasparasham Kshamaswami. Om Prithvi Tvaya Drata Loka Devi Tvam Vishnu Nadrata Tvam Chadharya Mam Devi Pavitram Kuruchasanam. Om Shri Prithvi Devaya Namaham. I was supposed to sing a song and I forgot. As we continue preparing ourselves for puja, devotees, I ask that you join together with me as we sing this very beautiful bhajan, asking Bhagwan to remove the darkness of ignorance from our life, to grant us with light and wisdom so we can follow the correct path and so we may be able to perform our pujas today successfully. Loud as it's gonna go. आज अंधेरी में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दिए भगवान. आज अंधेरी में है हम इंसान, ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दिए भगवान. भक्त करे हैं हमारा दिखाने, भगवान राह दिखाने. भक्त करे हमारा दिखाने, भगवान राह दिखाने. कदम कदम पर किरण बिछारे, भगवान किरण बिछारे. इन अखियन को प्रभु करा दे, इन अखियन को प्रभु करा दे. ज्योति से पहचान, ज्योति से पहचान, आज अंधेरे में हैं हम इंसान। ज्ञान का सूरज चमकारे भगवान। आ तिहारे प्रभु संतान तिहारे, हम तो संतान तिहारे प्रभु संतान तिहारे। तेरे दया के हम अधिकारे प्रभु है हम अधिकारे। दुनिया में सुखी हमारे, दुनिया में सुखी हमारे। सारे वरदान, ये सारे वरदान आज अंधेरे में हैं हम इंसान। ज्ञान का सूरज चमकारे भगवान। We start off by taking some water into our right hand. We go ahead and wash our hands. Om hasta prakshalanam samarpayami. Govindaya namaham. We sip water 3 times to purify the body. Om amrito pastaranamasi swaha. Om amrita pinhanamasi swaha. Om satyam yashaha shri mai. Shri shrayatam swaha. We wash our hands again. Om apavitra pavitravam. Sarvavashtam gatopi vaha. Yasmarit pundarikaksham. Sabhayavyam tada shuchi. Om. Om chandanasya mahatpunyam. Pavitram papanashanam. Aparam harite nityam. Lakshmistishtate sarvada. Om. We take water in our left hand now as we commence with Ang Sparsh as we bless the various parts of our body. Om Wangmeyasyas. We ask, O Lord, by thy grace may my tongue be ever blessed with the power of speech. Om Nasorame Pranorastu. We ask, O Lord, may my nostrils be blessed with healthy, vital air. Om Akshorame Chakshurastu. We ask, O Lord, may my eyes be blessed with the perfect power of vision. Om Kanyorame Shrotamastu. We ask, O Lord, may my ears be blessed with the power of hearing. Om Bahorame Balamastu. We ask, O Lord, may my arms be blessed with strength. Om Urhorame Ojavastu. We ask, O Lord, may my legs be blessed with vitality. Om Marishtani Me Angani Tadastanawami Sahasantu. We ask, O Lord, may all the other parts of my body be safe from harm, rendering them healthy and sound for life's daily work. Devotees, we join together now as we commence in chanting the most powerful Gayatri Mantra. Om Magakshe Varade Devi Akshare Brahmadini Gayatri Jagat Matare Vishwayoni Namostute. Om Bhore Bhuvaswam Tatsavitur Bharenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Om Bhore Bhuvaswam Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Om Bhore Bhuvaswam Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Hariom Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hariom Prem se bolo Gayatri Mata ki Jai. We take a red flower in our hand, if we have any. And at this time, devotees, we join together as we start our prayers for our first individual deva. We offer obediences to that remover, destroyer, and creator of all obstacles in our life. We join together as we offer praise to Lord Ganesh. Om Shri Ganapataye Namaham. Om Gajananam Bhuta Ganadhi Sevitam Kapita Jambhu Palachara Bhakshanam Umasutam Shoka Vinashkarikam Namami Viganeshwara Pada Pankajam Namami Viganeshwara Pada Pankajam. At this time, devotees will have one bhajan dedicated to Lord Ganesh as we commence with our puja up front.
Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva. Mata Jake Parvati, Pita Mahadeva. Jai Ganesh Deva. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Deva. Mata Jake Parvati, Pita Mahadeva. Jai Ganesh Deva. लदवन का भोग लगे संत करे सेवा, संत करे सेवा. लदवन का भोग लगे संत करे सेवा. जय गणेश देवा. जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा. माता जाके पार्वती, पिता महादेवा. जय गणेश देवा. एक दंत दयावंत, चार भुजाधारी, चार भुजाधारी. मात के सिंदूर सोहे, मूस के सवारी, मूस के सवारी. दुखियों के दुख हर परमानंद देवा. जय गणेश देवा. जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा. माता जाके पार्वती, पिता महादेवा. जय गणेश देवा. अंधन को आँख देत, कुरियन को काया, कुरियन को काया. बंजन का पुत्र देत, निर्जन को माया, निर्जन को माया. बहु से पार करो नाथ, भजन करो तेरा. जय गणेश देवा. जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा. माता जाके पार्वती, पिता महादेवा. जय गणेश देवा. जो तेरा ज्ञान करो, ज्ञान मिले उसको, ज्ञान मिले उसको. चौर तुझे और भला, जाओ में किसको, जाओ में किसको. हे देवा कृपा करो, कष्ट हर मेरा. जय गणेश देवा. जय गणेश, जय गणेश, जय गणेश देवा. माता जाके पार्वती, पिता महादेवा. जय गणेश देवा. जय गणेश देवा. जय गणेश देवा.
Devotees, may we all join together as we offer our final pratana, our final praise to Lord Ganesh. Om Vakratun Mahakaya Suryagoti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurumi Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvanam. Om Raksha Raksha Ganadhaksha Raksha Trilokya Rakshakar Bhaktanam Bhayam Kartha Trata Bhava Bhavaranavar. Om Shriman Mahaganadhipataye Namah. Prem se Bolo Ganesh Bhagwane ki Jai. We join together now, devotees, as we offer prayers to that mother of knowledge, that mother of learning, that mother who helps us turn education into wisdom. We join together as we offer prayers to Mother Saraswati. Om Saraswati Mahabhage Vidye Kamala Luchine Vidyarupe Vishalakshi Vidyam Dehi Namostute. Om Saraswati Namastobhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Om Mahasaraswati Namaham. We join together next, devotees, as we offer prayers to that mother of light in this universe, that mother of monetary wealth, that mother of spiritual wealth. We join together as we offer prayers to Lakshmi Mata. Om Lakshmi Karotu Kalyanam Arogyam Dana Sampadam Mama Shatru Vinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namostute. Om Namaste Astu Mahamai Shri Pite Sarapujate Shankha Chakra Gara Haste Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Namaste Garudharudhe Kulasuram Hayankari Sarva Papa Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Sarvagye Sarvavarade Sarvadushram Hayankari Sarva Dukha Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Siddhim Buddhim Prade Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayani Mantramurti Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Adyantarhite Devi Adi Shakti Maheshwari Yoghagje Yoga Sambhote Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Stula Sukshma Maharadre Mahashakti Mahodare Mahapapa Hare Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Padmasanaste Devi Parabrahma Swarupini Paramishi Jagane Mathar Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Shvetambardhare Devi Nanalankare Bhushite Jagatastite Jagane Mathar Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Mahalakshmi Namostute. Om Mahalakshmi Namaham. And finally, devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to that universal mother and that destroyer of all evils in our life. We join together as we offer prayers to Adi Shakti Durga Mata. Om Mahadurgaye Namaham. Om Jayandi Mangala Kali Bhandra Kali Kapalini Durgakshama Shiva Dhatri Swaswadha Namostute. Jai Tvam Devi Chamunde Jai Putharate Nihardini Jai Saravagate Devi Kale Ratri Namostute. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Vishnu Maiti Shamnita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Buddhirupena Sanstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Lakshmi Rupena Sanstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sanstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shraddha Rupena Sanstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shanti Rupena Samstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Tushti Rupena Samstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Dhaya Rupena Samstita. Namastasye 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 Namo Namah. As we pray to Mother Durga, devotees, we say, Om Durga Mata, Thou art the universal mother, and we, your children, worship you in many forms. O Ma, we see you as Buddhi, wisdom, Lakshmi, prosperity, Shakti, energy, Shraddha, faith, Shanti, peace, Tushti, contentment, and Daya, compassion. And as we pray to you, O Ma, we chant Namastasye, 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 Namo Namaha. We continue to bow to thee again and again. Devotees, we join together as we offer prayers to Mother Durga as the Universal Mother, Matri Rupi. Ya Devi Sarvam Bhuteshu Matri Rupena Samstitha Namastasye, 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 Namo Namah. Dehi Saubhagyam Arogyam Dehi Me Paramam Sukham Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Dveshurjayi. At this time, devotees will have one, maybe two bhajans dedicated to the mothers as we continue with our puja up front.
He Sharade Ma, He Sharade Ma, Agyanata se hame tarade Ma. He Sharade Ma, He Sharade Ma, Agyanata se hame tarade Ma. Tu swe ki devi ye sange ne tujhe se harsha bichera he hage tujhe se. Tu swa ki devi ye sange tujhe se harsha bichera he hage tujhe se. हम है अकेले हम है हजूरे तेरे शरम हमें प्यार दे माँ. हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ. मुनियों ने समझे गुनियों ने जानी वेदों की भाषा पुराणों की बानी. मुनियों ने समझे गुनियों ने जानी वेदों की भाषा पुराणों की बानी. हम भी तो समही हम भी तो जाने विद्या के हमको अधिकार दे माँ. हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ. तू श्वेत विरानी कमल विराजे हाथों में वीणा मुकुट सा पिसेजे. तू श्वेत विरानी कमल पे विराजे हाथों में वीणा मुकुट सा पिसाजे. मान से हमेरे मिटाते हथेरे हमको उजालों के संसार दे माँ. हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ. हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ. हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ. जय 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 माता सरस्वती, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी. जय 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 माता सरस्वती, जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी. शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश शीश सभा ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश शीश सभा तेरी है गुणगान करे हम सबका कल्याण करो माँ हम सबका कल्याण करो माँ वीर्य बुद्धि ध्यायनी जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी जय 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 माता सरस्वती जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी हंसवाहिनी परमासन माता हंसवाहिनी परमासन माता वीणा पुष्क ध्यायनी जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी जय 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 माता सरस्वती जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी जय शुभदायिनी वरदायिनी
प्रेम से बोलो सरस्वती माता की जय प्रेम से बोलो लक्ष्मी माता की जय प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति दुर्गा माता की जय. Devotees, we join together now as we offer prayers to the most influential beings in our life. Those beings that dictate when we can perform certain functions, perform certain duties. Those beings that also determine the temperament that we follow and even the name that we're given. We join together as we offer prayers to the Navgraha Devata. Om Navgraha Devataya Namaham Brahma Murari Tripurari Bhanu Shashi Bhume Suto Buddhascham Gurusya Shukra Shanirau Ketua Sarve Graha Shanti Kara Bhavandhu Sarve Graha Shanti Kara Bhavandhu.
Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaye Namaha.
Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaye Namah
Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaye Namaha.
Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaye Namah
Suryaye Namah Chandramaye Namah
Suryaye Namah Chandramaye Namah
Chandramaye Namah Bhumaye Namah
Chandramaye Namah Buddhaye Namah
Bhumaye Namah Buddhaye Namah
Buddhaye Namah Bhumaye Namah
Buddhaye Namah Brihaspataye Namah
Buddhaye Namah Brihaspataye Namah
Brihaspataye Namah Shukraye Namah
Brihaspataye Namah Shukraye Namah
Shukraye Namah Shanisharaye Namah
Shukraye Namah Shanisharaye
शनेश्वराय नमः राहवे नमः
शनीश्वराय नमः
राहवे नमः केतवे नमः
राहवे नमः केतवे नमः
ॐ नमो भगवते सूर्याय 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 नमः
सूर्याय नमः भास्कराय नमः
सूर्याय नमः भास्कराय नमः
भास्कराय नमः आदित्याय नमः
भास्कराय नमः दित्याय नमः
ॐ नमो भगवते सूर्याय नमः
ॐ नमो भगवते सूर्याय नमः
ॐ नमो भगवते सूर्याय नमः ॐ नमो भगवते सूर्याय नमः.
Well, today being Ravivar Sunday, we join devotees. We offer prayers to that being that exists in the form of the sun and that sustainer of all life on this planet. We join together as we offer prayers to Surya Narayan Bhagwan. Om Suryaya Namah 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 Hadineva Namastubhyam Prasidham Mama Bhaskaram Dhivakar Namastubhyam Prabhakar Namostubhyam Suryaya Namah Suryaya Namah Suryaya Namah Suryaya Namah Om Prem se boro Navgraha Devata ki jai Prem se boro Surya Narayana Bhagavan ki jai. At this time, devotees, we now join together as we offer obediences to that sustainer of all things dharmic, all things righteous in this universe. We join together as we offer praise to Lord Vishnu. Om Shri Vishnu Namah. Om Shantakaram Bhujagshayaram Padmanabham Surisham Vishwantharam Gagan Sadrasham Meghavaranam Shubhagam Om Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Bhera Dhyana Gamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavabhayaram Sarvaloki Kanatam Om Sashankha Chakram Sakirita Kundalam Sapita Vastram Sarasirurekshanam Sahara Vakshastala Shobhikaustu Bhashriyam Namami Vishnu Shirsa Chaturbhujam Namami Vishnu Shirsa Chaturbhujam. We offer prayers now, devotees, to the seventh incarnation of Lord Vishnu. We offer prayers to Lord Rama. Om Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vidhise Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namah. We offer prayers to Mother Sita. Om Jagatasutha Jagajanani Janaki Atashaya Priya Karunani Dhaniki Taki Jugapada Kamal Manao Jasu Kripa Niramal Matipam. We offer praise to Hanuman Swami. Om Mano Javamartatulya Vegam Jitendrayam Budhi Matam Varishtam Atatmajaman Rayota Mukyam श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये. And devotees, we join together now as we offer prayers. So the eighth incarnation of Lord Vishnu. We join together as we offer prayers to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Om Dhararavinde Naphararabindham Mukharavinde Vinivishrayantam Vatasya Patrasya Pateshrayanam Balam Mukundam Manasasmarami Balam Mukundam Manasasmarami. Om Krishna Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah. Mukham karoti vachalam bhanghum langayati girim Yat kripatamaham vande paramananda madhavam. Om Vasudevam Sutam Yevam Kamsa Chanura Maradanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum. At this time, devotees will have 2, 3 maybe bhajans dedicated to Lord Vishnu, Lord Rama, Mother Sita Hanuman Swami, or Bhagwan Shri Krishna as we commence with our puja, friend.
Shri Ram Jai Ram,
Shri Ram Jai Ram,
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram,
Shri Ram Jai Ram.
Jagat mein sacha tera naam,
Jagat mein
sacha tera naam. Shri Ram Jai Ram,
Shri Ram Jai Ram.
जिसके सुमिरन से बन जाते सबके बिगड़े काम, सबके बिगड़े काम. श्री राम जय राम,
Shri Ram Jai Ram.
दया तुम्हारी जिन पर होती वो कनकर बन जाती मोती. दया तुम्हारी जिन पर होती वो कनकर बन जाते मोती. गौरी लगे नादान, गौरी लगे नादान.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram.
जिसके सुमिरन से बन जाते सबके बिगड़े काम, सबके बिगड़े काम. श्री राम जय राम,
Shri Ram Jai Ram.
सर्वत कलाए विश्व में तुम्हारे उज्ज्वल कर दो काम, उज्ज्वल कर दो काम.
करो हनुमान महाप्रभु। जो कुछ संकट कोई हमारो, कौन च संकट मोरे गरीब को। जो तुमसे नहीं जात है तारो। जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। तन में तुमरे शक्ति विराजे, मन भक्ति से बीना। तन में तुमरे शक्ति विराजे, मन भक्ति से बीना। जो जन तुमरे शरण में आए, जो जन तुमरे शरण में आए। दुख डर हर लीना, हनुमत दुख डर हर लीना। महावीर प्रभु हम दुखियन के, तुम गोबरी नैवाज हनुमत। तुम गोबरी नैवाज हनुमत। जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। राम लखन वे देहि तुम पर, सदा रहे हर्षाए। राम लखन वे देहि तुम पर, सदा रहे हर्षाए। हीर चीर से राम सिया का, हीरे चीर के राम सिया का। दर्शन दिया करारे हनुमत, दर्शन दिया करारे। दो कह जो अरज हनुमंता, कोई प्रभु से आज हनुमत। कोई प्रभु से आज हनुमत। जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। जय 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 हनुमान गुसाई, कृपा करो महाराज। कृपा करो महाराज, कृपा करो महाराज।
ऐसी लागी लगन मेरा हो गए मगन, ऐसी लागी लगन मेरा हो गए मगन। वो तो गली गली हरि गुण गाने लगी, ऐसी लागी लगन मेरा हो गए मगन। वो तो गली गली हरि गुण गाने लगी, महलों में पली बनकी जोगन चली, महलों में पली बनकी जोगन चली। मेरा गोविंद गोपाल गाने लगी, बेटी संतों की संग रंगी मोहन की रंग, मेरा प्रेमी प्रीतम को मनाने लगी, वो तो गली गली हरि गुण गाने लगी, ऐसी लागी लगन मेरा हो गए मगन, वो तो गली गली हरि गुण गाने लगी, ऐसी लागी लगन मेरा हो गए मगन। मन अमृत पिया तो है अमृत पिया, मेरा सागर में सरिता सराने लगी, मन अमृत पिया मेरो अमृत पिया, मेरा सागर ते सरिता सराने लगी, तो कला कौन सही मुख से गोविंद कही, मेरा प्रेमी प्रीतम को मनाने लगी, वो तो गली गली हरि गुण गाने लगी, वैसी लागी लगन मेरा हो गए मगन, वो तो गली गली हरि गुण गाने लगी, महलों में पली बन की जोगन चली, मेरी रानी दीवानी कहानी लगी, ऐसी लागी लगन मेरा हो गए मगन, ऐसी लागी लगन मेरा हो गए मगन, ऐसी लागी लगन मेरा हो गए मगन।
प्रेम से बोलो विष्णु भगवान की जय, प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, प्रेम से बोलो सीता माता की जय, प्रेम से बोलो हनुमान स्वामी की जय, प्रेम से बोलो कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय। We join together now, devotees, as we offer prayers to that universal Father and that universal Guru, as we offer prayers that destroy all evils in our life and in this universe. We join together as we offer prayers to Lord Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Karapura Gaurang Harunavataram Samsara Saram Bhujagendraram Sada Santam Hirdayardavinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Brahma Murari Surarchidhalingam Niramalbhasita Shobhithalingam Janamajadukha Vinashakalingam Tat pranamami sada Shivalingam Tat pranamami sada Shivalingam Brahma Murari Surarchidhalingam Nirmalabhasita Shobhitalingam Janamajadukha Vinashakalingam Tat pranamami सदा शिवलिङ्गं
तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम्
देवं वरे प्रवार्चितलिङ्गं कामदहं करुणाकरलिङ्गं रावणदर्पविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं सर्वसुगन्धिसुलेपितलिङ्गं बुद्धिविवर्धरकारणलिङ्गं सिंहसुरासुरवन्दितलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं कनकमहानिभूषितलिङ्गं पनिपतिवेष्टितशोभितलिङ्गं दक्षसुयज्ञविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं कुमकुमचन्दनलेपितलिङ्गं पङ्कजहारसुशोभितलिङ्गं सञ्चितपापविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं देवगणार्चितसेवितलिङ्गं भावरभक्तिविरेवचलिङ्गं दिनकरकोटिप्रभाकरलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् अष्टदले परिवेष्टितलिङ्गं सर्वसम्पूर्णभावकारणलिङ्गम् अष्टदरिद्रविनाशितलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं सुरगुरुसुरवरपूजितलिङ्गं सुरवनपुष्पसदार्चितलिङ्गं परमात्मकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गं लिङ्गष्टकं निरम्भुन्यं यः पतेत् शिवसन्निधां शिवलोकमवाप्नुरधिरं शिवेन समूर्ति ॐ नमः शिवाय
ॐ नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय ओम 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 नमः शिवाय शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः 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 शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय
Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari
Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya.
He's okay. You know, for that wrist oxygen. Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Devotees, we offer this next prayer for all those suffering from various illnesses, diseases, injuries, and ailments. We ask that they may have a fast, speedy, and full recovery. We also offer a prayer for those transitioning from this world to the next. May their passage be a smooth and tranquil one. Om Dhrayambakam Yajame Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshyo Mamrutat. Om Dhrayambakam Yajame Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshyo Mamrutat. Om Trayambakam Yajame Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshyo Mamrutat. Om Ganganapate Namaha. Om Kartikeya Namaha. Om Nandishwaraya Namaha. Om Vasukiye Namaha. Om Shri Samba Sadha Shivaya Namaham. Prem se bolo Shiva Shankar Bhagwan ki jai. Devotees, for all of us who have a guru, we offer a prayer to our guru. If not, we take Lord Shiva or any devata on our mind that we so choose as our universal guru, as we join together in prayer. Om Gurura Brahma Gurura Vishnu Gurura Deo Maheshwara Gurura Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Om Dhyana Moolam Gurur Murati Puja Moolam Gurur Param Mantra Moolam Gurur Bhakyam Moksha Moolam Gurur Kripar. Prem se bolo Guru Deo ki jai. Devotees, for all those who have prasad at Charawe, at this time I ask that you please come forth. Okay. We offer prasad, or hold your prasad in both hands as we offer these prayers. Om Naivedyam Gritam Neva Bhakti Me Chalam Guru Ipsita Me Varam Ne Paratreha Parangatim Om Idam Palam Maya Deva Stapitam Puratastva Tena Me Sapalavaptir Bhavit Janmani Janmani Om Sarva Papa Haram Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanam Maya Raktam Grihetam Purushottamam. Off your prasad.
आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन 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 बिलीने की बैन सुदाम के तुंदुला बिलीने की बैन सुदाम के तुंदुला रुचि रुचि भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन दुर्योधन की मेवा क्या गे दुर्योधन की मेवा क्या गे साग विचर कर कायो प्यारे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन, आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन। जो कोई तुम्हारा भोग लगावे, जो कोई तुम्हारा भोग लगावे, सुख संपत्ति करावे प्यारे मोहन। आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन, आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन, आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन, आओ भोग लगाओ प्यारे मोहन।
At this time, devotees, as we all join together as we commence in chanting our Havan mantras. Om Agni Mil Purohitam Yagyasya Nevamritvajam Hotaram Ratadatamam Agni Devaya Namaham. Om Prajapate Swaha
Idam Prajapate Namama.
Om Indraya Swaha
Idam Indraya Namama.
Om Agane Swaha
Idam Agane Namama.
Om Somaya
Swaha Idam Somaya Namama.
Om Bhu Swaha
Idam Agane Namama.
Om Bhuva Swaha
Idam Vayave Namama.
Om Swaha Swaha
Idam Suryaya Namama.
Om Suryaya Namaha
Swaha Idam Suryaya Namama.
Om Chandraya Namaha
Swaha Idam Chandraya Namama.
Om Bhaumaya Namaha
Swaha Idam Bhamaya Namama.
Om Buddhaya Namaha
Swaha Idam Buddhaya Namama.
Om Brihaspati Namaha
Swaha Idam Brihaspate Namama.
Om Shukraya Namaha
Swaha Idam Shukraya Namama.
Om Shanishcharaya Namaha
Swaha Idam Chanishwaraya Namama.
Om Rahave Namaha
Swaha Idam Rahave Namama.
Om Ketuve Namaha
Swaha Idam Ketave Namama.
Om Ganeshaya Namaha
Swaha
Om Mahangauriye Namaha
Swaha
Om Mahasaraswati Namaha
Swaha
Om Mahalakshmiye Namaha
Swaha
Om Mahadurgaye Namaha
Swaha
Om Guruye Namaha
Swaha
Om Brahmane Namaha
Swaha
Om Vishnuve Namaha
Swaha
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Swaha
Om Ramaya Namaha
Swaha
Om Sitaye Namaha
Swaha
Om Hanumate Namaha
Swaha
Om Krishnaya Namaha
Swaha
Om Shivaya Namaha
Swaha
Om Sarvebhyo Devebhyo Namaha
Swaha
Om Sarvebhyo Pitribhyo Namaha Swadaha Om Bhuribhuvaswa Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha Om Bhuribhuvaswa Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha Om Bhuribhuvaswa Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi
Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat
Swaha. You know, we have a palm leaf over here. Let's take this palm leaf and place everything in that palm leaf as we make our final offering. There you go. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ वरानं दिवो वरतिं पृथिव्यः विश्वानरमृत आचिदम् अगनिं कविं गुं सम्राजातिदीं जनानामासनपत्रं च नयन्ति देव स्वाहा ॐ सर्वं वै पूर्णगुं स्वाहा ॐ सर्वं वै पूर्णगुं स्वाहा ॐ सर्वं वै पूर्णगुं स्वाहा. We take blessings from Agnira Devata. Om Tanabhaganiyasi Tanvame Pahi. Om Varyoragani Sadyorme Dehi. Om Varachaganisi Varachume Dehi. Om Agneyamai Tanva Odanam Tanma Pruna. Om Tejvasi Tejamahi Dehi. Om Viryamasi Viryame Dehi. Om Balamasi Balamai Dehi. Om Ojosi Ojamai Dehi. Om Manyurasi Manyumai Dehi. Om Sahosi Sahumai Dehi. Om Shantirastu Pushirastu Bridhirastu Yatapaparam Tati Pratipamastu Dvipare Chatushpare Surashantira Bhavatu Achmanyam. Om Sarva Papaharam Divyam Yangayam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanamayadatam Grihitam Purushottamam. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Prem Svarvagni Devata Ki Jai. Before we commence with our sermon, or any educational material at all, we join together as we offer Lord Ganesh to remove any obstacles that may befall us mentally as we try to learn. We offer prayers to Mother Saraswati to clear our minds and allow us to turn this knowledge into wisdom. And we offer a prayer for our Guru, who set the paths before us so we may be able to learn and read from the scriptures for today. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurme Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvada. Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varare Kamarupini Vidhyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Om Gurura Brahma Gurura Vishnu Gurura Devo Maheshwara Gurura Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaham Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaham. Prem se Bolo Ganesh Bhagwan ki jai. Prem se Bolo Saraswati Mata ki jai. Prem se Bolo Guru Dev ki jai. Devotees, I wanted to try something new out this week. We're going to read from the scriptures, but I also wanted to give you all a piece of education or something to learn from beyond the scriptures that helps you live your daily life. So the first thing I want to talk about is Navratri. Navratri is 9 days. And if you don't know any prayers dedicated to the mothers, there is something very specific you can say if you don't know specific prayers. Does anybody know what that one mantra is or that one chant is? Everybody said it just at a different time. So, Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundai Vite. Now, while you were chanting, how many of you took a breath before you said the prayer? Now, how many of us practiced our homework this week? My point today was not to teach you about the prayer, but what you provide prior to the prayer beginning. I always hear these comments about what makes a good singer and what makes a good musician. And in my honest opinion, what makes somebody good at music or chanting or praying or doing anything is not the skill and ability they have towards the instrument. It's the serenity they bring before they even touch the instrument. So for Mahendra and I, we're wind players. We use our wind to play our instruments when we had those instruments. This one I don't have to use so much. But does that mean I stop breathing when I play the harmonium? No. I have to inhale and press the bellows. And then as I hit the keys, I have to be ready to release that breath. Om. The harmonium works the same way. That's why it sounds so beautiful. Breathing allows us to do a number of things. It allows us to be, one, good at music. Two, it allows us to concentrate during the week or in any major or serious event. Anytime so I'm getting ready to start a mentorship program where I'm a mentor for some Georgia Tech undergrads. And the first thing I ever tell them whenever they're getting ready for a presentation is that I don't want you to practice the presentation to start off with. I want you to go home and practice breathing while you read your presentation first. Because do you know what leads to a person having a chaotic presentation? And what's happening with my breath as I'm presenting at that point? Hyperventilating. It's not healthy for you because it doesn't allow you to concentrate. The reason I want you to focus so hard on breathing, devotees, is not because it's necessarily good for your heart and your body, but it's really good for your mind. It's really good for your temperament. It's really good for conversations. It's really good for presenting. It's really good for music. If I weren't breathing and I try to do my Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundai Viche, I lose breath. Because the way I pray, I suck in as much air as I can into my lungs, and then I shake my diaphragm and let that air come out. So you hear a little bit of a deeper Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundai Viche. I ran out of breath because I'm talking too much. You all heard it. Your diaphragm is a muscle that sits right below your lungs that flexes, that causes inflection in your voice. So when you have hiccups, it's a spasm of your diaphragm. Tejas asked, so I had to answer. You're welcome. I think breathing is absolutely necessary. And I'm giving you this homework not because I'm trying to be a smart know-it-all pundit, but because I really want you to focus on something that we think is simple, but is really hard throughout the day. And I got to pick on Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. So Mom and I talked about doing the homework this week, and Mom goes, well, I couldn't sit down and breathe without anything going on. So I decided to say the word Om while I was doing that. So I decided to sit down and do that. And in my head, that's a little different than breathing. That's meditating, which is not a bad thing. So Mom did practice something, which is great. But the concept of breathing was difficult. You think about it, 5 minutes of sitting there just going, it's so hard because our minds and our bodies and our days are just so filled with activities and thoughts and emotions and what we have to do next that we can't focus on the now. We have to focus on the next. So for the next bit of time, and again, I'm giving you this homework because I want you to be really good at it. Because next week, we're going to relate this back to the music and to our prayers. But we can't do that, devotees, unless everybody in this room and everybody who's watching has practiced their breathing. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, if you want me to ask you what makes a good musician, a good singer, a good devotee, it's a person who's learned to control their breathing don't light them yet, before we've actually started doing our work. If you can't, before your Om, don't even bring it to me. I want to see that first. Om. So, 5 minutes a day for the next 7 days. What are you going to do? You're going to breathe. I don't care where you sit down and do it at. But you have to practice just breathing. I don't want any words. I don't want any chants. I don't want any hot tubs or showers involved. Sit down and breathe. 5 minutes is all I'm asking for. If you do it like I did on Thursday, which was a very mortifying day, then you'll open your eyes and realize there was a bee on your knee the entire time because you weren't focusing. So breathe in and out. That's all I'm asking for. And then we'll translate that to music. What defines music that comes from breathing, what defines prayers that come from breathing. But beyond that, devotees, last week we had read from the Srimad Bhagavad Puran, we had finished chapter 16 about how Raja Parikshit received the age of Kali. And exactly what happened, there was a conversation between two people, and we heard last week in the Srimad Bhagavad Puran. Bhagavatam Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam Puran, Bhagavatam Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam Puran, Bhagavatam Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam Puran,
Bhagavatam Puran,
Srimad Bhagavatam Puran,
Bhagavatam Shri Bhagavatam Srimad Bhagavatam Puran,
Bhagavatam Srimad Bhagavatam Srimad Bhagavatam Puran,
Bhagavatam Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam Puran,
Bhagavatam Puran, Srimad Bhagavatam Puran,
Srimad Bhagavatam Puran. At the end of chapter 16, we heard a conversation between Mother Earth, who resided in the form of a... Oh, gosh, you guys you were listening. And a conversation with a bull, whose name was... Not Karma, but Dharma. So a bull and a cow. Cow is Mother Earth. And Mother Earth is saying to Dharma, because she looks very depressed, how Bhagwan has left this world and how she's so sad. How she feels like she's lamenting. How she feels like things are turning for the worse. Because in the age of Kali Yuga, men and women who were once righteous have now become unrighteous. She feels the burdens of their sin on her back. And so they're having this conversation. And at the very end, chapter 16, verse 35, she says, "Who, I ask you, can tolerate to be separated from the supreme original person who with his loving glances, smiles, and hearty appeals, defeated the strong attachment of his sweet and proud folks and made my hair stand on end out of pleasure for being imprinted by his feet?" And then we end in chapter 16 with, while the mother and Dharma were conversing, Parikshit, who was renowned for being the saint among kings, arrived at the Saraswati river that was flowing to the east. So he arrives to the same place they're having their conversation. Now something happens in between the point where Raja Parikshit arrives and the conversation between Mother Earth and Dharma. So Sutta Goswami says at the beginning of chapter 17, there at the Saraswati river, the king observed how a lowly, wicked fellow, dressed like a prince, with a club, was beating both Mother Earth and the bull, who had no one to protect them. At some point in time, somebody who was disguised as a prince, he really was a prince, but disguised as a prince, saw these two animals conversing, assumed them to be committing a heinous act. You shouldn't be here. This isn't your place. And what did he do? He pulled a club and he started to beat both of them. The bull, that was as white as a lotus, being beaten by the Sudra, trembled out of fear and urinated by standing only on the one leg that he had that was good. The cow also on itself a religious example, but now rendered poor and distressed because of the Sudra, beat her legs, was without a calf and had tears in her eyes, while she was in her weakness hankered for some grass to eat. Parikshit was well equipped with bows and arrows. He left from his gold embossed chariot, and with a thundering voice he looked at the man who was beating these two helpless animals. "Who do you think you are? Here to kill violently the helpless ones under my protection. As an actor dressed up like a god-conscious man, you appear to be powerful, but you behave like someone who never saw the light of civilization. Do you think that now that Lord Krishna and the carrier of the bow of Gandhaiva, Arjuna, have disappeared from sight, you can secretly beat up an innocent cow? Being a culprit, you thus deserve it to be killed? Sometimes we see things that we know aren't right in society. And Raja Parikshit is a really good example of standing up for what is right. Standing up for what's right. I saw this post the other day about a dog who was in a cage. So the owners had this little Aussie doodle. Her name was Winnie. And Winnie's parents decided that the best course of action for Winnie was to be locked up in a crate outside in the sun 24/7 with no freedom. And now Winnie was rescued. The website I saw was some neighbors called animal control on the neighbors, and they had Winnie rescued. And Winnie was up for adoption. I was this close to getting Winnie. I didn't get Winnie, though. But as follows the Sanatana Dharma, we have to recognize that the people sitting next to us aren't only the ones that we need to treat well. We have to treat well all living entities that are in this world. So Raja Parikshit may have known who the cow and the bull were, but on that note, no matter what life form it was, he decided to stand up and protect them. So he said this to this man dressed as a prince. And then he said to the bull, additionally, and you, are you just a bull that, as white as a lotus, moves on one leg, having lost 3 legs, or are you some demigod, making us sad in the form of a bull? Except for you, there has till now never been a living being on earth that, under the protection of any kings of the Kuru dynasty, had such grievances shedding tears. O son of Surabhi, that's the cow he's talking to at this point, let me tell you, in my kingdom there will be no lamentation. Therefore do not fear the wicked fellow, and dear mother cow, do not cry. As long as I am alive, as the ruler and subduer of the envious ones, you will thrive. Bhagwan was no longer on this world, and that's what Mother Earth recognized. Bhagwan Shri Krishna is not here. But because Bhagwan Shri Krishna has gone, and even though we've entered the age of Kali Yuga, does that mean good people don't exist anymore? No. And that's what Raja Parikshit was trying to say. O chaste one, he who in state all kinds of living beings are terrified because of miscreants will be because of his inattentiveness lose his fame, longevity, fortune, and good birth. It is the supreme duty of the rulers to subdue for the purpose putting an end to the misery of the one suffering. Therefore I shall kill this most wretched man who is so violent with other living beings. Who has cut your 3 legs, O 4-legged one of Surabhi? What happened to you has never happened before in this royal state of kings who live in obedience to Bhagwan Shri Krishna. O bull, I wish you all the best. You are honest and without offense. Tell me who has mutilated you and tarnished the reputations of the son of Plita. Those who make this sinless suffer will have to fear me wherever they go, for I will curb the actions of the miscreants and restore the welfare of the virtuous souls. The upstart of evil acts towards innocent living beings I shall forthwith defeat, whether he is a demigod from heaven with armor and decorations or not. In order for me to help maintain the balance of this world, I may not be God, but I'll take on anyone who seems to have the powers of God to do so. How many of us would be willing to go out and fight a demigod right now? Probably lose. I don't think I'm really ready. I throw a lota. No. So righteous was Raja Parikshit. He didn't have any special weapons. He didn't have I forgot the name of it. He didn't have a weapon of God. He didn't have any weapons like Arjuna did. He just had a normal bow and arrow. He had a normal sword. Yet he was willing to sacrifice everything he needed to as the king to make sure that righteousness still spread in his kingdom. It is a holy duty of the head of state always to protect the ones who faithfully perform their duty and, according to the scriptures, chastise those who in this world, for other reasons than misfortune, strayed from the path. What is the duty of a king, he says? What is the duty of a person who leads? It's the holy duty of that head of state to what? Always protect the ones who faithfully perform their duty. Is my duty the same as my father's? No. My dad never set an expectation that I have to do things exactly the same way he does, lead in the same way he does. I'm not in training to become the airport general manager. Are Tejas and Aishwarya going to have the same duty in life? Absolutely not. Their roles, responsibilities, their choices are their own. They're going to grow up to be their own people have their own careers and have their own paths. But it's the duty of those who want to lead to ensure that we protect the ones who are performing their duty. The personality of religion said that what you said, to become free from the fear of distress, is befitting for someone of the Pandava dynasty, the descendants of Pandu, whose qualities attached to Krishna, the Supreme Lord, perform the duty of being such a servant. O greatest among human beings, being bewilders, as a consequence of all differences, opinions, we cannot tell which person would be the cause of our suffering. Some philosophers, in defiance of all duality, declare that one suffers because oneself. Others speak of fate as the cause. Some say that it is due to karma, while many others say that material nature is responsible. So hear this. What is Mother Earth saying? Some people say that their suffering is because of what? It's because of themselves. Some people say it's because others are to blame. Some say it's because I brought so much negative karma with me and that's why I'm living such a bad life. And others say that it's material nature. It's all these dumb things in front of me that may be causing me to suffer. Some also conclude that it's the question that defies explanation and comprehension. Who of them would be right in this matter, O sage among kings, is left to your own power of judgment. We pretty much judge what causes suffering. Sutta Parikshit, who attentively had followed what the personality of religion had to say, O best among Brahmins, replied mindfully, O knower of the duties, O Dharma of the form of a bull, you say this because the status of a wrongdoer will also become the position of the one who points out the wrong done, like the guru who takes up the karma in his followers. In other words, the Lord's ways within the material world can neither be put into words nor be conceived by living beings. Penance, cleanliness, compassion, and truthfulness are your legs that thus establish the age of truth. But because of irreligiosity, 3 of them have broken in conceit, intercourse, and intoxication. At present, O personality of religion, you are hobbling along on one leg of truthfulness, while quarreling personified, who flourishes on deceit, irreligiously tries to destroy that leg too. Because of the actions of the Supreme Lord, Mother Earth has been relieved of the great burden that she, this cow, carried all his auspicious footprints, brought happiness everywhere. Lamenting with him, tears in her eyes, the unfortunate and the chaste one, being deserted by him, is now enjoyed by the lower class people who, devoid of culture of learning, pose as rulers in my place. So, it's very complicated. But what Raja Parikshit is saying to Mother Earth in response to her question is something we'll talk about next week as we continue on with chapter 17 of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. See, that's a cliffhanger. Prem se bolo Krishna Chandra Bhagwan ki Jai. What'd you say? Oh, sorry, Bhagavad Purana. I said Bhagavad Gita, didn't I? See, it was your duty to help correct me so that everybody did that right. Devotees, may we all please stand for final arti.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जो द्वावे पल पावे दुख विनसे मन का स्वामी दुख विनसे मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे तन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण कहूँ जिसकी स्वामी शरण कहूँ जिसकी तुम बिन और न दूजा तुम बिन और न दूजा पास करूँ जिसकी स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबके स्वामी ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम करुणा के सागर तुम पालन करता स्वामी तुम पालन करता मैं मूर्ख कल कामी मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी कृपा करो बरता ओम जय जगदीश हरे तुम हो एक गोचर सबके प्राणपति स्वामी सबके प्राणपति किस विध मिलो दया में किस विध मिलो दया में तुमको मैं कुमति ओम जय जगदीश हरे दीन बंधु दुख हरता तुम रक्षक मेरे स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे अपने हाथ उठाओ अपने हाथ उठाओ पार परा तेरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा स्वामी पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे तन मन धन सब तेरा स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा तेरा तुझको अर्पण तेरा तुझको अर्पण क्या लागे मेरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ
नारायण वासुदेवा
कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नारायण वासुदेवा कृष्ण
गोविंद हरे मुरारी हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा
हे नाथ
नारायण वासुदेवा भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजले जय सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
भजले भजले सीताराम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम मंगल मूर्ति सुंदर श्याम
At this time, devotees, go ahead and clasp your hands and close your eyes. At this point in time, we're going to start by controlling our breathing. You take a deep breath in, straighten your back up, and as you exhale, relax your spine, drop your shoulders, relax your neck, your forehead, your entire body. As you concentrate on your breathing, devotees, I also want you to focus on the form of Bhagwan that's most pleasing to you. One that helps you focus and one that helps you concentrate. And join together with me as we chant our closing prayers. Om Sarvesham Swasti Bhavatu Sarvesham Shanti Bhavatu Sarvesham Purunam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Om Sarve Sukhino Bhavantu Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Badrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschita Dukha Bhag Bhavet Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janaranam Yatya Pujatam Maya Deva Paripurnam Tarastu Me Papam Papu Karamaham Papu Atma Papu Sambhava Trahimam Pundari Kaksham Sarva Papu Haro Hari Om Tvameva Matas Chapitha Tvameva Tvameva Bandhus Chasakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityoma Amritam Yamaya Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Devotees, may we all please bow. Om Gurura Brahma Gurura Vishnu Gurura Deo Maheshwara Gurura Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurue Namaham. Tasmai Shri Gurue Namaham. Om Shantir Antarikshagvam Shantir Prithvi Shantir Apa Shantir Aushadheya Shantir Vanaspati Shantir Vishwadeva Shantir Brahma Shantir Sarvegvam Shantir Shantireva Shanti Sama Shanti Redhi Hari Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Prem se bolo Ganesh Bhagwan ki. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Durga Mata ki. Prem se bolo Vishnu Bhagwan ki. Prem se bolo Shiva Shankar Bhagwan ki. Prem se bolo Shiv Shakti Mandir ki. Prem se bolo Sanatana Dharma ki. Good job. We don't have to redo it. So that's pretty good, guys. That's pretty good. All right. We're going to calm down. We're just going to breathe. Shh, it's okay. A lot of excitement. Remember, when we get really excited, it's because we're not breathing properly. So calming down. Cool. Devotees, we only got a few other things going on this week. Actually, before I do that, I do want to thank everybody for being here today, and thank you for all of you who on YouTube are tuning in. I'm going to check it right now with my iPad here. To Auntie Zandra, JC Taram, thank you for tuning in. And to this other person, his name is Balaram Biadari, JC Taram, thank you for chatting in chat. Oh, I'm getting there. And I do want to give a special recognition to somebody who continuously is watching every single Sunday, every single big perp, and is always tuning in via YouTube. They don't live here in Georgia at all, but to my Auntie Zandra, who literally every Sunday is the first person in, the first person to post in chat, and she always does the same thing, which is the prayer hands emoji. She's always tuning in, as well as Uncle Rajan. But to Auntie Zandra, a very happy birthday to you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And again, just thank you for the continued support. For those of you who don't know, Uncle Rajan and Auntie Zandra lived with us while we lived in Germany on the military base. Uncle Rajan, when we used to live in Germany, he was the one who shaved my head for the very first time. And they've always been like second parents to us. They have been close family to us ever since. Even though we're not blood related, blood does not define family. It's the bonds you share with the people in your life, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. So to them, to Auntie Zandra, very happy birthday to you. Devotees, in regards to things coming up, so like I said, this Tuesday, August 30th, is Shri Ganesh Chaturthi. I did check with my books. If you want to start your prayers at home, you start your prayers at around, and the more specific time is going to be around 10 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when the start. Yeah, that's when it starts. No, it starts in the afternoon. Morning, whatever. Sorry. 10 a.m. You all knew what I meant, okay? So at 10 a.m. is when Ganesh Chaturthi starts, and that's when you really want to start your prayer. So if you wake up and say a prayer for Lord Ganesh, just know it's not exactly Ganesh Chaturthi at that time. And then for your pujas, you can continue them all through the night up until about, I think, 9 or so the next morning. So it really starts at 10 o'clock. We won't be doing any pujas or anything here specifically in the Mandir on Tuesday, but just know that Tuesday is Shri Ganesh Chaturthi, and if you want to start your prayers, you do start them at around 10 o'clock on that time. Additionally, devotees, Pittra Paksh is coming up for us in the month of September, and that begins on September 10th. That is a Saturday, and that ends on Sunday, September 25th. For those of you who have any loved ones who may have passed away in the last year or prior to that, this is probably going to be the best time for you to offer your dar. You would face the south. The south is the direction for Yamlok and for Yamraj, and you offer some till water as you say your prayers. If you want to do a Parwan Shraddha at your own home and offer 3 pindas, you can do that. If any of you want any details for that kind of stuff that you can do during Pittra Paksh, come to me. I'll give you the details and let you know. We're not going to do anything here in Mandir specifically, but no, that is September 10th through September 25th. And immediately at the end of Pittra Paksh, we move into the period of Sharad Naratri. That just means fall Navratri. And that is going to be from Monday, September 26th through Tuesday, October 4th. Again, Monday, September 26th through Tuesday, October 4th. And then we'll talk about the puja dates that we have for that event coming up, as well as Diwali coming up in the month of October as well. But with that being said, devotees, I have no other announcements. Again, thank you all for being here today. For those of you who are watching on YouTube, thank you for your continued support. I hope you all have a safe, wonderful, happy, and healthy week. Jai Sita Ram to every single one of you. I will now pass the microphone to our president in training and our president in training, and both of them need to say something today because they're both here for a few more announcements. So, to hair guy number 1 and hair guy number 2, mic's yours.
Ram. So a couple months ago, if you guys remember, it was back in May, we celebrated Jack's birthday. There's a couple other birthdays. We went through the cycle of life, and we missed, I think, to my knowledge, missed one big achievement in that cycle. That's 50 years. For those of you, probably all of you know, half a century is a big amount of time. And recently, 2 weeks ago, my mom celebrated that achievement. Let's all give a big hand for my mom. We're going to take care of you, because Uncle Ram just said we are. Yeah. So have fun, and happy 50 years, and 2 weeks, and 1 day. 2 weeks, too.
So, first lesson, okay? First lesson. Lesson number 1, you never tell a lady how old they are, okay? Because what's going to happen to you now, Mr. Samson, you're going to get a haircut. That's when you go home this afternoon. That's exactly what she's going to do for telling the entire world how old she is. Okay? You're not, you should, if you do that, you said, we celebrated our mom's 16th or 24th. You don't go above 24th. No matter at 70, 80 years old, you never go above 24, okay? All right, you get it? All right. Thank you. How is football doing? Good. First game. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming. 2 of our members, Jen celebrated a special birthday milestone, actually, this year, a couple of weeks ago. And also Indira celebrated a special milestone a few months ago in April. And so I don't remember celebrating, Indira, your milestone here because I looked through my camera. I don't have any picture. So we're going to celebrate both milestones. If you add both milestones together, what do you have total?
Like 32 something. Right? 30 something?
32. You see, the boy is learning very quickly. If you add both milestones, it's 32 years, total combined years. So we wanted 2 of you to please take a seat over there. See the tray? Where's the tray? Over there? We got like a whole tray full of flour to celebrate today. Viv, quit gossiping with the old people and could you play the dolak, please? Come on, old folks. Yeah. No, I didn't call your mother old at all. I didn't mention any name. You want to get me in trouble too? Do you want to get me in trouble this morning?
बार बार दिन ये आए, बार बार दिन ये गाए, बार बार दिन ये